Okay, the retrieve exercise. Apart from a superb bit of fun for the dog, it's also a little bit of learning that's taking place. A lot of dogs will actually go out towards an article that is thrown, however they don't always pick it up and they don't always bring it back to our hand. So here comes the training part of it. We can also have a little bit of fun with the retrieve exercise. We can build in a little bit of control before the actual article is tossed. So you can get a nice solid sit, throw the article out and then send your dog out to go and get it. So that can be a huge reward for the dog, as well as a little bit of bonding between the dog and the owner. There is also something called a formal retrieve. It's used in competition, standard competition level, and basically the article is tossed out. The article is generally a dumbbell. It's tossed out, the dog goes out to get it and returns to the front of the handler. He presents it to the handler and the handler finishes the dog to the heel position, so the dog ends up to the side of the handler. However, we're just going to concentrate on a retrieve, perhaps with a little bit of behaviour in front of it, so we might get a sit, nice sit stay. Here we have Motley. I'm just getting my sit there, so tossing the article out, which is a tennis ball. Can wait for my behaviour and wait for some eye contact, and there's a reward. He goes out to fetch it and he brings it straight back to my hand, and the reward for that is another go to run out. So that was the reward in that situation. It becomes such a rewarding exercise that the actual exercise itself can become the reward. But how do we train it? We're going to go backwards on that, and we're going to start at the very end of the exercise. Okay, we're going to start at the end of the exercise. For this little segment, what you need is a dog's favourite toy and possibly a duplicate. So when you do go out to buy your dog's favourite toy, buy another one, maybe a different colour, maybe the same colour. But the objective of that is so that the dog gives up his favourite toy, and guess what? He receives another one. So the reward for giving up one toy is to receive another one. That way the dog doesn't hang on to the toy and run off with it. It becomes very, very easy doing it that way. Also, the dog learns to give it to your hand. Okay, we start from the end of the exercise as I explained. It makes it easy for the dog, because what happens is the dog brings it back to our hand so many times that when we do actually toss it out, and we don't toss it out too far to begin with, the dog picks it up. Generally that's a behaviour that occurs, although we can work on that if that doesn't happen. But if the dog picks it up, straight away the training kicks in. He sees the owner and sees the hand, and the article goes into the hand. So it's been repeated and rehearsed so many times that the end of the exercise becomes very easy. The beginning we work on, the end of the exercise becomes the reward and the easy part. So we're just going to do a little demonstration now with Motley. Now what I'm training is the cue is going to be out. So when Motley lets go of the article, I'm giving him the cue out. My hand also becomes a cue. And here we go. So I'm asking him to take it and then out. I'm swapping it for another toy, out, and swapping it for another toy. I'm doing this very, very quickly. And there's a little reward. So he gets the ball. Take it. So constantly I'm swapping between balls there. And Motley's not losing out because he's getting another ball. And I'm literally grabbing it from his mouth initially. And as I'm doing that, I'm saying out, and out becomes the cue for him to drop the article. As soon as he drops it and lets go, he gets the reward. So that's something to work on there. You don't have to do it quite as fast as I was doing it there. I did it there just to demonstrate really. But have your other article ready. Have the favourite toy. You can literally gonna put it into the dog's mouth. We already know the dog likes the article. So you're going to present it to your dog. Your dog's going to put it in its mouth. Have your other article ready. Maybe the dog sees it. Put your hand by the dog's mouth and say out. You may have to pull a little bit. And then as soon as you've got hold of the article, you then swap it for the other one. And you say take it, allow the dog to take it, and repeat. And rinse and repeat. No. But that's what you need to do. Lots and lots of that. Once you've got that on to a sufficient standard, what you can then do is just put the article maybe a foot away from you. What should happen then, the dog should then pick it up, see your hand, and then go towards your hand to place it into your hand. But as I said, that is once that exercise has been rehearsed, practiced and learned. Okay, just a little final word. Just be aware if your dog's a little bit reluctant to pick up an article, pick up a toy, despite you showing a various amount of toys. So it could be a tennis ball, could be a tuggy toy, it could be a little sort of rodent type fluffy toy, particularly good for terriers. But however, if they do find themselves a little bit reluctant to actually pick the article up, it could be that they're teething. So always bear that in mind. Not really a great idea to teach a retrieve when your dog is in the teething stage, because it could well put them off the exercise for the future. So just be aware of your dog's development stage and the state of your dog's teeth. Obviously if they're fired up and wanting the toy, then it's a perfect time to train this exercise. But we'll start from the end, and that's your homework. Once you get that bit, we can then start looking at placing the article out a little bit further away and getting the dog keyed up on the article and just tossing the article maybe a foot, maybe 2 foot, and the rest of the training kicks in. So there you go. Enjoy this exercise. It should be a lot of fun. It's not a chore. It should be fun for the dog, and it should be fun for you to see that the dog is actually learning the exercise. And just as a lot of dog training, it can be a slow process. It's part of the core of retrieve. It is a little section of the retrieve, but as I said, we always start at the back for this. It tends to make it a lot easier. So don't expect miracles, but just take it nice and slowly, maybe little 10-minute training sessions a day. Once you finish the training, put the toys away. Keep them special, keep them valuable to the dog, and you can start fresh the next day with a little bit of progress. So well done, happy training. I'll leave you with a video of Motley and the exercise. Take it out, good. Take it out, good. Take it out, good. Take it out, good. Good. Take it. Good. Take it. Good. Take it out. Good. Good boy. Good. Good. There you go. Easy.